Right, before we begin, I'm just going to do a quick audio test. So just let me know if the microphone is drowned out by the sound from the music, if you could, please. Right, I figured we might as well start a few minutes early. No reason why we shouldn't. Yeah, welcome back to another live stream. This is on the 18th of May 2021. As usual, we're going to be building today, as we do night and half for the streams pretty much. At the start, we'll go over some new stuff, as we always do, and then we'll be doing some building later. This time around, it'll be much more focused on the actual building itself. Because to the point where I've got to in the build, I don't really need as many reference images, so I won't get as distracted, basically. So, yeah, it'll be good, and you can see what we're going to be building over there, which is going to be fun. There's no new Halo stuff at all, I don't think. Just really haven't been working on Halo at the minute, mostly because I've been doing the stuff over here. If you could let me know if you can hear me all right before we continue, that'd be fantastic before I start listing things off. But yeah, we'll get right into it at that point. So yeah, what I'll do to begin with is just go over some of the 5-to-1 stuff. So I think this is the framework for the TIE Interceptor, but obviously it won't. Not for a while. It's not really got any structure yet. That's going to be the ATST, probably one of the very few ground vehicles apart from these two. These have all been seen before, that's good. X-Wing, there will be a landed model for this at some point, however only one of them will be in the tutorial. I'll probably put a vote out for which one you want to see. I don't know actually, I don't know if I'll do both in the tutorial or not. Yeah, thinking about it, I probably will. I don't know why I said it to begin with. This is the Y-Wing. We've not made much progress with this, but it's going to be great when it's done. Replying to Barty, he says, hello, Alcestrus, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? We've seen this one before. I think I showed this last time we did a stream. This is Delta 7. It looks very cool. This is a top hat. So yeah, that's all there is to say about that, really. The Arc 170, I don't know if this was done or if this was nearly done when I did last stream, or if I'd not even started at that point, but yeah, this is the Arc 170 in 5-to-1. Probably one of my favourite builds of all time. You've even got like the little wing slope going down there, you've got the massive engines, you've got both turrets, all this underside detail as well. It's just great, I love it. It's really, really cool. And here's the Z95 Headhunter, the Republic model. Again, this is probably a lot less of a favourite ship for me than that one, but in terms of the actual build itself, you know, it's not bad whatsoever. Looks pretty cool. Here's the framework of the V-Wing, which will be an interesting one. Even at 5-to-1 scale, it's just, yeah, it's pretty tiny still, but it's going to be good. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it, really. Moving over to here, we'll skip these for now. So the Millennium Falcon, we started this before, but I've gone back, got a better reference for it, and yeah, it's just a lot more accurate now. Obviously, it's nowhere near even started, really, but, you know, once it's done, it's going to be probably one of the best builds I've ever made, I hope. And before we go over to there, we're going to go and see if there's anything else new. I can't remember if I've done anything since last time. I don't think any of these are new. I don't think anything is new on this side either. But if we go over to the Separatists, let's have a look. I can't remember if I've done anything new. I know these were fairly new from last time, but I'll just show them off again anyway. These two here, this has been updated very slightly, ready for a potential tutorial. I don't know if you saw last time, we have like the AAT variant there and the Vulture Droid variant there as well. And then this will probably get updated a little bit before the tutorial as well, so that'll be good. For whoever had to, or how long I've been streaming it, it's literally been like 3 minutes, so don't worry. The Tri-Fighter Droid, I can't remember all these names again. This one was made mostly by Clone 543, and also while I'm on the topic of him, if you've seen that I've got a new logo, he actually made like 99% of that. The only thing that I did was change the font that he used, and yeah, everything else was all him, so big thanks to him for that. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that he did that, and massive thanks to him. Here's the 2:1 scale Home Spider Droid. I think that's its name, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've changed the body of this a little bit, and Clone made a surprise appearance. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, great. Yeah, I've changed the body a little bit. So I didn't know you guys heard me burp then. It's not embarrassing, I do it all the time. I tend to just lean away from the microphone when I do that. Two Vulture Droids here. I'm probably going to switch the colour schemes around to match the ones over there. Same with the AAT, the Corporate Line Tank Droid. All of these have been shown off before, so I'm not going to go into them any further. And over here, nothing new. I made tiny bit more progress on the Solo Falcon, literally just rounded this back bit off. That's literally it. That's the only thing that I've done. I will get this done at some point, because I think, other than, you know, the underside, which is going to be fun, because we can't really see it in many angles, but yeah, it's just that bit that needs doing. Yeah, if you can keep hearing beeping, it's from my headphones. I'm going to move them a bit further away. It's because they're just like constantly low on battery, despite the fact I change them, charge them. That's the right word. Charge them every single day, pretty much. They are always beeping at me, so I don't know what that's for. I'm not going to try pronouncing your name, because that would be very embarrassing, but, you know, I'm sure it's a nice name. Let's move over to here, because I definitely can't pronounce it, that's why. You can see these have all been done pretty much. The U-Wing hasn't, B-Wing hasn't, that one hasn't, Phantom 1 hasn't. Okay, I take that back. Very few of these have been done, but the two big ones have, so that's good. That's what we like to see. 1-to-1 Imperial. Don't think there's anything new really. I mean, I probably showed off the Zeta before. I know I did that fairly recently, but not that recent. What else? We did a tutorial on this recently, which is a very nice one. I like this vehicle a lot. And then the 2-to-1 scale Imperial troop transport, I think it is. Again, pretty cool. Very small ship. And yeah, if you've seen the Bad Batch episode 3, I think this does make a brief appearance, but I'm not going to say anything more than that, essentially. So the 2-to-1 Zeta is probably one of my favourite things as well. Like, just the scale of it is huge, and yeah, I love it. And again, this is something that's been in progress since about 2017, so it's definitely been a long time coming. It was great to actually finally finish it. And here's the Sentinel. Now, I've got some kind of news about this. So I found a reference online, which, if you don't know the story behind why this one's taking so long, I essentially found a reference of the Rebels model online. However, it was only a side view. So, obviously, I had to sort of extrapolate the width of it and the height, although the height was kind of easy anyway because it's sort of included in the width. And when you look at it from this, not the width, sorry, the length, when you look at it from this angle. So you can work at those two, but then the actual width of the ship is literally, it was just a guess. But I found a reference which provides all three angles, and yeah, I might try and work from that. So it might mean not redoing this per se, but either redoing, if it comes to it, or making heavy modifications, which would be a shame, but I want it to be as accurate as possible. And now we've got Darksider as well. Welcome to Darksider. Well, no, not welcome to Darksider. Welcome Darksider to the game is what I was supposed to say. So hello to him. Now if we go over... Oh, I will show something that Darksider made in a minute, actually. Let's see what's over here. So I'm going to remake this ski speeder soon. That'll be good. And then again, Kylo Ren's command shuttle needs these two to be changed to the black stone colour scheme. And that's about it with the First Order 2-to-1. First Order 1-to-1, we actually have a 1-to-1 ATM6 in progress, which is going to be great because we did the ATM6 as a 2-to-1 and it was like 3 hours long. So this one could be good. Could be like an hour, hour and a half. So that would be nice. Still absolutely massive. I've got a First Order Stormtrooper down here for scale. Obviously, he's about as tall as he would be in, not real life, but Star Wars. So yeah, he's pretty small compared to the Walker. And yeah, that's it for the First Order, really. In terms of miscellaneous stuff, the Sandcrawler is still limited to just 1 tread. That was my phone ringing, sorry if you heard that. The Slave one, I'm going to make this one Django's model. And yeah, that's about it with the 1-to-1 stuff. 2-to-1 Naboo Starfighter is still going to be great. We lost a little carpet there, but that's alright. There we go. What else? These two, again, need block updates. I've mentioned this before many times. Now this one you're going to like. This is going to be the 2-to-1 scale Razor Crest, and it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. You asked for it, and it's on its way at some point. I've got a lot of projects work in progress, but yeah, this is definitely coming, and I know you'll love it. Just waiting for the day there's a 5-to-1 Razor Crest. That'll be a day to remember. So let's fly back over to the 5-to-1 stuff. Right, so we're here now. Now this is the 5-to-1 Ghost. And obviously you've seen this loads, like, in the background, and I've just been avoiding it. But this is crazy. This is massive. The level of detail on the top there. Obviously the front half is a lot more finished than the back. So it's got the top side slopes. Obviously there's no textures or anything on these ones, but these ones do have textures, and even this is not fully finished. So yeah, it's gonna be mad. The cockpit, there's nothing in there at the minute. This front window is glass due to request by Clone543. For some reason, I think he wants to make a gunner seat in there. This one is just kind of green because there's nothing behind it. But the angles on this are just crazy. Like I had to work from pixel perfect measurements, and it was really bad. But yeah, you can kind of see from the side, just the kind of side profile. Probably should have gone to the other one because the Falcon is here. But yeah, it's pretty much, like I said, pixel perfect to the side views that are online. And I'm going to eventually, once the actual build is done, then change the shapes of it to be more like the Rogue One model. Clone says in the chat he doesn't like the green, so yeah, okay, sure, whatever. We'll do a tutorial on the Mando version of the Gazanti Cruiser, and could you do some type of interior in it? As for interior, you'd probably be best asking Clone for that, but yes, there is a high chance I will do the Gazanti from Mandalorian. So that'll be some point in a while though. I don't have any intentions of doing another Gazanti tutorial anytime within the near future. So yeah. As for other interior, there's nothing. There's literally nothing in here. And you can see there's still a fair amount of gaps. There's just this that needs filling in with like grey block. That's fine. I mean, all this can be like removed because it just doesn't provide anything for the build. It's just kind of increasing the block count. So yeah, that can get rid of. And yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you was the ghost. Let's get to the engines. Just want to show you those as well because they're pretty huge. So you can see it's got the it's kind of cylinder in the middle with the 3 prongs as well, which is something I couldn't get on like the 1-to-1 or even the 2-to-1 model, I don't think. So it's good to get those in there. And then up here you have the docking port for the Phantom 1. I doubt there'll ever be a model of the Phantom 2 in 5-to-1. However, yeah, there's a possibility there'll be a 5-to-1 Phantom 1, which will be interesting, definitely. And I will 100% make a way for it to go into the slot there. And then up here you've got the ball turret as well. This was like the final thing I did for sort of climbing up the body when I was building it, because I worked from the front backwards. I did all this back to here, and then just finishing with the ball turret was really, really satisfying. How long did this take? I can't even read now. I don't know. Like I've had the framework for this for about a month or so, but then been absolutely destroying it within the past weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, and yeah, that's kind of where we leave off now, because what I'm going to do is actually start making bits on this build for the stream. So I will be reading comments a little bit less, but I'll still try and make sure I answer all of them. So let's just catch up to where we left off, essentially. Josh Wynn says, I recently built your 2-to-1 X-Wing. I'm amazed by the accuracy of it. Thank you very much. How long does this take? We've done that one. Currently halfway through your 1-to-1 goes. Well, good luck with that. I think that tutorial was what, like 1.5 hours, something like that, yeah. Do you think you would do some buildings from Star Wars? Probably like Tatooine buildings and stuff at some point. I like your fire base from Halo. Oh, a Halo fan, that's good. I'm glad you like it. Do you have a Discord? Yeah, I will. If I can post, or actually, I ask a favour of either Clone or Darksider if they could go ahead and post a link in the chat. I don't know if they'll get permission to from the automatic kind of filter, but if you could try. If not, I'll do it, but I don't want to mess up the game. Can I show you my Generation Starfight design? Yeah, send it to elcestrus@gmail.com. That's my kind of business email, essentially. So, yeah, I'll find the Discord link. Give me one moment. Let's see if I can actually do it. It might. How do I do this? Invite people. Copy. Let's see if this works. Try this link that I've posted in the chat. Yeah, it seems to work on my end, so. Can you do a 1-to-1 COS carrier? I don't know what that is. If it's a CSO carrier, I know what that is. So right, I need to get this 3D model. I'm gonna see if I can put it on screen actually. What was it? Star Wars, the Ghost 3D model. So just so you know, the model I'm working from is by someone called Victor Chewy. I don't know how you say it. Sorry, if he ever watches this. But yeah, it's great model. I don't know if it was used in Rebels or if it's just a fan model, but it looks incredibly accurate to me. So yeah, that's what I'm working from essentially. I'm going to put the 3D model on one side of the screen and then put the chat on the other so I don't miss anything. There we go. Right. Right, let's get building. So, right, this is the thing, because from what I can see, this slope that I've done here isn't right. So I'm gonna have to redo this purple bit, which is a shame, but you know, I had to like redo most of these slopes anyway, so being a bit more insane, and it doesn't hurt. Joshua, could you also get the models of the ghosts used in Rogue One? There is like 1 or 2 views of the Rogue One model that's not just ripped from the film, and it's a side view where you can see that the kind of tail here is like it goes up, then juts down and goes back up again like that. So that's just one thing that what is this? I have no idea what this is. This is the ghost, isn't it? So that's the. I haven't made this, by the way. I don't know what this is. But that's the top cockpit. That's the bubble turret, I guess. I don't know why it's here or why it's like that. Yeah. Oh, before I begin on that, I did want to do this before I forget. So this is a McDonald's that Clone made, which is really cool. Let me go inside and show you. Very, very lovely, and his interior is great. You can see these, I guess, fryers here. Very complicated tactic that you used with this. It's got like a bonfire in there, and then a minecart on top of the bonfire, and then this is an iron trap door, and the minecart has a dropper or hopper, one of those, I can't remember, in there. And yeah, that's McDonald's basically. It's got a few machines over there. A couple of people don't know how to use the chairs. This is the drive-through. And yeah, it's got the 3 windows. This here is the defoliator tank by the Darksider based on my AAT model. And I would basically say this is an original design completely because it's so loosely based off my model, I wouldn't even call it mine whatsoever. But this is really cool. 1-to-1 defoliator tank from the Clone Wars by the Darksider. Well done to him. Here are 2 little cat houses. I don't know who made these, but they're here. This is Darksider's tower. I've completely forgot the name. If you want to put it in chat, that's absolutely fine. From, I think it's Dark Souls 3, I want to say. So, yeah, it's really awesome. Absolutely huge. It goes up to 167 blocks tall. I don't think there's an interior on there now, but that's fine. Looks really, really awesome. He spent a lot of time on this, so big props to him. And oh, we've got another. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something. Okay, I'm just gonna leave him to it. A bit scary. Let's get back to the build. So, see, if I'm going to have to redo the slope, I would need my references, so I'm probably going to leave the slope for now. What I will do is, I know this bit here on the Rebels model, basically is just flat, so it's going to be pretty easy to do that. What I will do is just use purple wool, bring this all the way across. Yeah, so Darksider says it's the Dark Souls 3 Ringed City Mausoleum. And there is going to be an interior for it, apparently. What's up, Star Wars boy? Welcome to the stream. This server is not, in reply to LMT Light Gaming, it's not public yet. We are still working on the worlds for the server now. But most permissions have been set up, so it will be will be starting to roll out to people shortly. So if we mask this off, we can use the fill tool to, well, fill all this in, I guess, with just a selection of materials. Show them the Spartans. Oh, yeah. Alright, if we go to spawn, which I don't know if you've seen this before, I'm not going to show all the spawn here, but there's a load of characters. And yeah, these are really awesome. But yeah, this is part of the spawn. I'm not going to turn around or anything, but yeah, we've got like characters that can follow you around. I don't know how to do this at all. Clone is the specialist on that. And yeah, this is just a load of Halo people. So let's go back to where I'm supposed to be, which is here. I'm gonna have to change that down there at some point to be the new logo, which I'm not sure if Clone or me will end up doing it, but oh well. So I need to remember how to use the fill tool. I've not used it in a long while. So if I go over here, grab that, grab this one. See, the difference is when I get to do the Rogue One model of this, instead of it being completely flat, it does sort of slope down a little bit to about here. And also this big slope that goes all the way down to there on the Rogue One model, it cuts off about here, then goes flat all the way along. So, and then going to the back, I think it's fairly different down on this slope as well. But then, like I said before, the tail sort of goes across a bit, goes up, sort of goes down, and then back up along there. And I think those are really the main differences. There are some things that I'm not going to be able to kind of change for the Rogue One model, such as the fact that like these bits along, well, just that whole section is sort of wider, but it also kind of slopes downwards. And I'm just not going to be able to do that, I don't think. Yeah, Clone is in the server. But yeah, that's like all the differences really that I can remember. I think the feet are different as well. I think they use the Millennium Falcon feet, whereas the ones on the Rebels model are pretty boring. They're pretty much this. So just massive flat areas. Can someone tell me if this server will be available for Bedrock or only Java? I don't know how crossplay works, but I'm assuming it would be only Java. Clone is the server. I just found you yesterday. I fell in love with your builds. Oh, thank you. That's good to hear. I'm glad you liked them. So I've got. Let's see. So if we grab those again, because I forgot where I got to, and then I think you have to do a block there, and then fill, and then my blocks: white concrete, white wool, iron block, polished diorite. I normally would use also light grey concrete powder and white concrete powder, however I can't because they will just fall down to the bottom, so I can't use them. So I've got white concrete, white wool, iron block, polished diorite, bone block, but then because it'll show the bottom of it I have to do axis equals X, I think. Quartz block, a smooth quartz. I think that's all of them. And no, I haven't made the Stinger Mantis from Jedi Fallen Order. I don't think we've got any measurements available for it yet, so I can't. And then you need a depth, don't you? There we go. That actually worked. Wonderful. I do feel like I'm missing a block. Yes, no. But it's fine. I can add that into the mixture. Am I missing any others before I do that though? I don't think so. I've got iron block, haven't I? Yeah. Alright, let's try try that one. There we go. Yeah, that looks more like it. I'm going to quickly just let my cat inside because she's screaming at me. So 1 second. You want to come and be on the stream? You want to be on the stream? The cat is now here. She's currently walking in front of my face on the desk. I want her to like meow so she can say hello. Oh no, she's eating my jacket potato. Hey, get out of there, get out of there. This was a mistake, I should have left you outside. This is a disaster. Right, let's keep going. Oh, get my food stolen. Let's zoom in on this model a bit. So yeah, like I said, the model is by Victor Chui, spelled C-H-U-I, so I don't know how you pronounce that. Maybe Chui. Maybe the C silent, maybe it's just Huey. I don't know. Anyway, I just accidentally opened Photoshop, so that's going to now destroy my life as it loads up for 10 minutes. So this area along here is also just a massive flat wall, which is very, very great in a design sense. So let's catch up with some comments really quick. Will they ever make a Wookiee gunship 1-to-1? I don't know. I've never really been a fan of that ship, I'll be honest with you. Do you think you make a bigger, better version of the Razor Crest? Yeah, we've got 2-to-1 model in progress, and the 5-to-1 model may potentially happen if there's enough interest for it. Have you watched the Bad Batch? Yeah, I'm up to date with that. I watch them every day. Well, not every day, whenever they come out, essentially. You plan on building places like Yoda's Hut or the Tatooine Bar? Maybe the Tatooine Bar. I don't know about Yoda's Hut. It's kind of boring. When will the 1-to-1 AT-ACT tutorial come out? Probably do the AT-AT first just to get some practice with it, and then we'll do the AT-ACT afterwards. So, I'm just double checking that I'm actually in the right place on my model here. From what I can see, there's like a matching yellow stripe from there down onto the bottom one. I don't know if I should do that and get that out of the way. A couple of nights ago I made your Halo 5 base on my friend's survival. Now I've got a frigate, your Scarab design too, the Covenant Watchtowers and a couple more. We do a big Covenant cruiser. Yeah, I am making one. I can't guarantee it would ever come out as anything. Maybe a schematic at some point is a subscriber milestone. Could you do a Death Star? I do have plans to make one, but I haven't decided on a scale yet, that's all. So there is, maybe we should skip that big wall and do the designs under here. There is like a red rectangle under here, which I could potentially do. So if you grab, what materials will we use? Let's say red nether bricks, red nether brick slab, and we'll just use those for now. So it looks to be, say about there to here. Or is it 2 along? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Deciding. I will say it's just 1. So if we then take that to there, skip that, that one goes to here. We make it 2, 3, 4. And if we use red nether bricks and then a trapdoor there like that. And Do you ever plan to upload a tutorial world at any point? Not any point soon. Maybe if I ever stop making stuff, I might just release it. Let's say 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for now. I can always shorten that if it's too long. So up to there. Yeah, it looks like it might be too long. It might be 6. Yeah, that looks better. So if you take that one across, I will be changing some of the nether bricks to be, well, I'll be changing some of the red nether bricks to be normal nether bricks and also nether wart. And maybe red concrete, I don't know, I'll see how I feel. There we go. That goes all the way across and joins up, and there we go. We've actually built something, kind of, on the stream, which very rarely happens. Oh, you know, now that I look at it like this, it does look like it is 7 long. Somewhere along those lines. Like I said, it probably would be a good idea to flip this down. It doesn't have any of the blue on there, so I might just do it by hand. There goes Darkside, who's just died. Rest in peace, dude. Obviously we can't use... Oh, he's back. We can't use carpets on the bottom side either, so it would be 3 sets of yellow concrete, and again 3 sets, and then 3. 2 sets of sandstone there, and 3 here for some reason. So if we go down to this side, yeah, this is going to be tough. You're going to do a Destiny 1 or 2 tutorial. If you like Halo and Stars, I think you like Destiny builds. I've tried to play Destiny a couple of times and I could never really get into it, I'm afraid. But I don't know, who knows what the future holds. Right, so what I can tell, this is that yellow layer ends there. Or is that the end? I think that's the end, isn't it? Nearly got caught out there. Oops, did I break something? No, that's fine. So this is layer number... coordinate 409. Oh no, I changed my game mode. I don't know how I did that. What did I even do there? Oh, that's a screenshot. I don't know how to get back. There we go. So what? I got distracted. What was it? 409 minus 409? Yeah, if we just remember that, take it down to here. That's 409. We need to be on this one. So obviously it's a sandstone slab. Oh, was it cut or was it normal sandstone? I'm going to use cut for now. Imagine if that happened in the air. Yeah, that'd be pretty disastrous. Looks about 5. Just make sure I'm 4 now. 5 in. And then it's 2. Well, I'm guessing it matches the one that's on top, actually. That would make sense. So, I mean, this is also... what are we on? X743 and 744. Let's just remember that. So what's these? So that's 741 and 2, so I was too short. So there we go. And then, yeah, I guess it's just the same as before. Where'd you get your motivation and your ideas of what to do next? My voice is going, by the way. You can hear it. Yeah, I'm going Seth Rogen very slowly. Where'd you get your motivation, your ideas of what to do next? Basically, if I'm watching a show or something, like you'll notice a couple of years ago I did a tutorial on Oblivion, which was the film with Tom Cruise. Literally I just watched that film, I was like, that ship is really cool. And I just made it. So like Bad Batch. There's some things from that I really want to actually make. So yeah, I need to have a drink of water at some point, I think. So this next one is 4. Right. Just trying to work out why. Because it looks... Let me just double check something. Yeah, so it's X742 there is fine. X743, X744. And then on the bottom side... Yeah, no, it looks symmetrical top to bottom, so I guess that's right. Okay. So 743, 744. Where were we? Yeah, it's those two. So then it's 4 going 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one up is going to be, I'm guessing 6. Yeah, 6 and then 7. I'm using yellow wool, not concrete. That's stupid. Or is it wool? Maybe it's both. No, it's yellow concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one was 6. I think that was 7, wasn't it? Not very good at this. Or was it? Oh no, wait, I was meant to do 7. Ignore me. That one is 3, 6, 9. 2, 4, 6. Oh no, wait. Oh no, it's 6. This one's... I'm so confused, man. Oh yeah, it's because they're trapdoors, not snow blocks, because you can't get snow layers on the bottom. Just followed you on Twitter. Oh, thank you for the follow. I don't really use Twitter, but I will try and be more active on there. So I'm gonna have to use. So for D7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I can either do 7 yellow concrete like that and just leave the trapdoors off, or I can do birch trapdoors, which I don't think would look as good, so I'm not going to do that. This one is 9, and then 11, and then 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11. And then this next one, I'm just making sure it doesn't taper inwards, which it does. So that one's the 13 one, and then the 15 one is the final one. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. And that's 1, 2. Is it 8? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 in total. If it keeps making bigger and bigger build, eventually you'll build and Earth itself. Yeah, maybe someday. So this is the. Was this the 11? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, and that should be the, was it 8 layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it 8? I can't remember now. Wait, no, that's 7. I'm so confused. I know, we've got this one as well. This is the 15 one. And that should be where a layer of trapdoors are. It's not. Oh yeah, because it's. Okay. Right. Yeah, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, don't try and use this as a tutorial, by the way. I don't know if you were gonna try, but just don't. It's not gonna work. Now I just opened Photoshop for the second time. Again, my PC is gonna have a little freak out. Fantastic. moving on from there, so this one is now a 2 taper inwards at the top, and then 15 along there. Okay, so 1, 2, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So that should take us to the very edge. Aha, it does. Wonderful. Checking I'm doing it right. There we go. See, it's just I did the last one. Again. Let's go. Let's see the 90. All right, dude. Thanks for checking in. So then from there, it needs to be. Should be the same as over there, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, essentially. And then those bits are just extra on the top. But I don't think they go onto the bottom, so that's fine. So the taper is... So I'm just wondering why this one is just one single one there. It doesn't even translate up to here either. Although it does there. That's kind of annoying. That might be a mistake. So yeah, it goes 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Up here, it goes 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Well, 1 and then 1 again. Well, now it's 2 technically because that's where it ends. So that's the 1 there, and the 1 here for some reason. I would have to like redo all this. And then also like redo the bottom as well. So I'm guessing there was a reason for it. There must have been. So I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll come back to it another time if it ends up being wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one should be a slab there. Yep, and then it's 2 slabs in total. And then this one was the 1 block, wasn't it? And then it's 2 every time, I think. Hopefully I do this right. I'm just kind of guessing there. 2, 2. Yeah, it worked. So that just needs filling in now. I will probably off camera change some of these yellow concretes to be like yellow wool and also yellow terracotta. So I'm going to set these. I don't know which is faster. I might just do it by hand. I'm going to try and do it by commands, but I just can't be bothered. I was looking for stuff to build in my hardcore world and find the newest TIE Fighter and scrolled around and found the Millennium Falcon. Very cool. My Falcon is a very long tutorial. Well, it depends which one you do, although they both are. But not the 1-to-1 scale one, that one's fine. It's like an hour and a half long, I think. And yeah, that's the underside yellow bit done. So that's good. Now, there is a line that goes across here. I'm going to use smooth stone, I think, for that. Now I'm just gonna quickly do that. Ooh, I was 1 too long there. That's very close. And then there's another line that kind of goes here down like loads, and I'm gonna take, say, polished andesite for the full blocks. I'm trying to find a way to work out where that line stops. I would say probably about 10 blocks from the red line, let's say that. So that's down there, by the way. Or, alternatively, there is another way. If we go down to here, 1 there, and we just go diagonal. Or is it diagonal? Or is it slightly less? I'm going to say it's sort of this angle. So 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And then we just do that until it's equal with that line there, basically. 2, 1, I've got the 2 there, but I'm going to knock those out. Same with this one here. And then replace the iron trapdoors on top. 1, 2, and that takes you, yeah, good. Although the angle doesn't look quite right, so I'm going to have to redo them. It might be... thanks for tuning in, Wolf Gaming. Any ETA on the 1-to-1 Imperial Shuttle, so it's looking great last time. Probably going to like make some changes to it. I found, again, another good orthographic reference, which I'm going to try and line up as best I can with the one that I've made. And we'll see if it is in proportion. And if not, I will make some changes and then get it out there for you. Also, I do need to actually make the flight model, which will be very useful, because both will be in the same tutorial as with the 2-to-1. Yeah, so essentially what I can see here is that how it should work is this line that goes down here should be quite long and take us to about 7 above that. So I'm probably going to say it's a... Wow, this is the thing, I would normally say it's like a 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 instead of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But it doesn't look like that on the reference. So there's a chance that this is too big. Or the yellow bit is too big, which would be annoying because I've just spent so long doing it. And that might be the case, actually, because I'm looking top to bottom, and the bottom yellow one does look quite a bit thinner now that I look at it. Still looks to be in the same sort of place. In fact, there's a line there that I can use. Okay, it doesn't look... Hang on. No, I think the bottom line is like a completely different place. Ah, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. Or is it? I actually can't tell. But it definitely looks thinner. So, yeah, all that work for nothing. Probably we'll just fix this off camera, but we can carry on with the slopes anyway. So I would say that what I was doing here was right with the angle. Hi Evan, I'm currently working on the 5-to-1 scale Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. See, I'm just looking at my model now. Yeah, it's really confusing. Even the width of it now is looking a bit different. I think it's probably meant to be about 4 blocks away from the body rather than 3, maybe even 5 blocks. Or maybe that's too much. No, I'd say 4 blocks from the main body there. But it's probably only about 4 blocks long rather than, I think it's like 8. So yeah, again, I'll have to redo that at some point. Most likely do it off camera. Hi Clone, welcome back. Glad you're back. So the line here, I'm going to take it all the way up to this one. Although, again, that's another problem. I've made that line based on this yellow, so that line's also redundant. So I'm going to stack this by just put it back to how it was. There we go. See, this is a problem with building it. It can often lead to disappointment and mistakes. Oh, okay, I should have done this to begin with, actually. So the line that I just did, the stone one, is actually kind of parallel with this. So this line here. So this is where the stone line would be. and then I can work out where the yellow is from there. So that goes there like that, and then yeah, essentially the yellow section should sort of like touch that line. How's Stocky? He's good. We all went out the other night, and had our first sat outside essentially at the pub, but you know it's close enough to the old days. You did a COD tutorial about 2 years ago. You know, even I forgot I did that. So you plan on doing more? I would like to get into like kind of modern stuff, but you know, it's a big leap for me, I think. So we'll see if it ever comes to fruition. But now we can connect these lines. And I'm just going to ignore all this yellow for now. And put that there. 2 more here. 2 more slabs. Another one of these goes there. And then we can get rid of the yellow bit because, you know, there's a colossal waste of time. But that's why you're here, guys, innit? Just to watch me do this over and over again. There we go. And yeah, there we go. It connects. That's one line out of hundreds done. Now, another thing we could do is there's another set of lines on the underside, which are about here. If I rotate my model, the first one is about halfway along here. So let's go to, I'm going to work it out as close as I can so I don't mess up. Trying to see if there's a better way to do it actually. How did that Stalwart come along? It's alright, I'm just, sorry, not my microphone a bit there. Just doing this at the minute, so I've not really had time to work on it, really. So it starts about there. And kind of goes, I'd say about 4/5 of the way along, so let's do that now. In fact, it goes all the way to there, so that's quite easy to work out. There we go. And then it goes down by about 4 blocks in total. So that's 3, 4. It kind of like goes downwards like that. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do, that's about how long it goes actually. Shouldn't up, yeah, about halfway along there. That's right. I'm gonna push that one back by 1 block. So this is gonna become polished andesite instead. And then this one is going to become the quartz. Just gives me a bit more room. And then this, like I said, is about halfway along. So that's fine. The angle doesn't look right to me. 1, 2. Probably because of the trapdoor there. I might remove that. 1, 2, 2. Try that from a different angle, let's see. Probably make it 1 longer. Let's try. We can always change it if not. But yeah, for anyone wondering, this is like the majority of the building process. Is just measuring things out. Trying things mostly don't work, then you kind of have to do them again. It's all fun and games, really, of course. Now, from what I can see, this is actually a bit longer than what I originally thought. So if we make that 3 there, Now those angles don't work very well, which is great. I love that. That one becomes stone, that one becomes quartz, that one becomes quartz, that one becomes polished andesite. That looks closer. I'd say yet again another layer upwards. So to there, one there. And then we just fill in these gaps. Make sure not to leave any remnants of the mistakes. And there we go. How many views are we on? I can't actually see because it's kind of cut off. 14. Hello, all 14 of you. Thank you for tuning in. We've been streaming nearly an hour. It's kind of flown by actually because I've actually been doing stuff this time. Great. Probably will end this at probably about 1:45. So just bear that in mind. So then this goes from that line we did before here, 2, 3. Well, basically all the way actually. Up to about there. 1, 2, 3, 3. Put these back. Or do I leave these off? I don't know. I'll leave them off for now. Put them on afterwards if I deem it necessary. Hello, the Wills. nice to have you. Stack this by, I don't know, 12. I don't know how long it is. Did I get it right? I got it right. That was, oh wow, nice. But then if we're doing that with removing the trapdoors, I would have to also set these to 0 as well, so that you can see them. I would also have to remove them off these ones, which I'm going to do now. There we go. Also these. And also these. And yeah, that's looking better. I mean, if we look at the other side, you can kind of see the difference we've got now. Obviously, you can see it's just placing blocks and blocks and blocks, but eventually it does actually make a shape. And yeah, even if that bit is wrong, we can always fix it. What do you think about droid tutorials? I don't know. The way you capitalized it makes me think it's a channel or something, or a YouTube show. But if you're actually talking about just the process of making droid tutorials, yeah, it's good, I guess. What's the starting process for planning builds like these? Good question. I do like good questions. So let me say this in the right way. I start with orthographic views where possible. So that means essentially top down, front view, side view, back view if you can get it, although a very low amount of ships actually have those for some reason. Start with those. I put them into Paint of all programs. Yeah, I still like Paint for one use, which is to, let's say I'm building a 1-to-1 build. I take the side view, crop it down to basically the front and back of the ship, which is fine. And then change the dimensions of the entire length of the ship essentially in Paint to be like, let's say it's 30 blocks long in 1-to-1 scale. I could make the ship 30 pixels long in Paint. However, that doesn't work. Do it 300, make it much easier. And then once you've put the length measurement in, you then also, if you've cropped it correctly, get the height if it's not being provided. And if you're working from a front view, you can then take that height, re-enter that into Paint, and it will give you the width of the build if you haven't been provided that. That's how I've made things like the Razor Crest, was working from orthographics and just basically working out the width using that method. For things like 5:1, there is a good scale converter online, and you can just type in, let's say it's 30 blocks long at 5:1 scale. It will give you the what is it, 150 150 blocks long measurement. However, obviously a lot of the time it's like 19.2 or something, and I'm not going to work that out in my head. But yeah, it's good for that. And again, the same process applies. Obviously, if you put the build into Paint, you can then make it like, let's say it's 159.2 in 5:1 scale. Just type in, let's say, 1592 pixels long. You'll then get the height, and then again with the front, you'll get the width. And that's basically how I start the builds off. So that was a very long, drawn-out explanation of just the starting process. I could go into like a full detail of everything. I mean, once I've got things like the side view in Paint, you can then take the cursor in Paint and work out exactly how far along in a model specific points are, which is what I've done, like, to excruciating detail with this one, like to the pixel perfect. And that's why a lot of my builds end up so like really intricate with just how long bits are and how wide things are. Obviously, sometimes you have to kind of compromise a bit, because like the Delta 7, for instance, I think I've made it, a meter too wide in the 5:1, just because it was, let's see how long it actually is, or wide, sorry. So it's 19 wide. I think it is meant to be about 18.2, but 18 blocks wide doesn't work. So you can just kind of do what you need to at some points. And yeah, that's pretty much the explanation for you. I hope that sufficed. I'm going to do some detail on the side here, because I'm getting a bit fed up of just seeing this like giant white slab. If we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, I think that's the angle that it is. Should take me to about, let's see. Ooh, one thing I could do is this actually extends all the way up to this side, and so I can do that here. There we go, and this will make it a little bit easier. Yeah, that angle is about right, actually. That's good. I like to see that. From there, let's see. There's another one across here. So if we go to, I'd say it starts about here actually. Maybe 3 up, and that'll be fine. Yeah, that's good. That's good. This goes all the way across to about halfway along this bit. Maybe a bit more than halfway. Hi Michael, how's it going? Oh, you've already been here a while, haven't you? Yeah, I'm good, how are you? Just got here, may I ask what you're building? This is the 5:1 scale, goes from Star Wars Rebels. So, yeah. I'm trying to just work something out at the minute. That goes to about there, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let's do it that way. That'll be better looking, I think. Yeah, bits like this. I think this would actually be in the side view that I'm working from, so I could have done it that way. But things like this, you kind of just have to guess. What's your real name? I'll give my first name. I'm not giving my full one, and just for safety reasons, I suppose. My first name is Brandon. And I am probably older than the majority of people watching. I'm going to change all these slabs to be trapdoors because this bottom bit is just very slightly curved. But yeah, I will be ending the stream shortly, but you can always catch up on it and watch the rest of it on the stream archives on the channel, because I keep all of them. Just so you can watch them when you want. Yeah, that's alright. I don't really plan on viewing this from below, so things like that won't really be seen. It's more of like a display piece for sort of this angle. That's alright. So I've got to somehow fill 7 minutes because I don't really want to do anything major at this point. And there's a line that goes from about there, I'd say. It looks to be about 4. Should it be 5? No, we'll say... Yes, we will say 5, I'd say, up there. 1, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might have to make it 6, actually. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it would carry on. I always thought you looked like early 20s in your face cam streams. Yeah, that's right, actually. That's a very good guess. Well done. Have more order of the body batch tutorial. I don't think we've got measurements of it yet. I don't really want to do it until we do. We could probably estimate, but I don't know, we'll see. Do you know what? I might actually say that these could be even a little bit longer. Or potentially pushed a bit further that way. I don't know. If we... I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to stress myself if I carry on with that. Here, there's another line that's like 2 meters long. And it goes down to... Oh, that's also angled. That's really annoying. Let's say like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes down to about here, I think. Yeah. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we'll make it 1 wide. I don't want to be too excessive with the details here. We'll do it like that. I completely destroyed my voice, so that's going to be great tomorrow. Okay, cool. This one can go across and join up over here. If we grab that, bring that down to there, and then bring that across. Join that up with that one. There we go. Anything you really fancy building or doing? I want to make a start on the 2-to-1 Razor Crest. I know Clone would definitely love to see that. And a lot of you guys would as well. The reason I want to be a bit of a stickler with this space here is because that's where the big logo on the side's got to go. So I've got to make sure it's good enough space. I'm going to just change this to be 8. And then this one is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's pretty good. Okay, yeah, the logo goes like there, so. Yeah, this is looking good. There's another line right next to where that red box that we did is. So down here. The line goes about there. Oh, it actually joins up with that. Okay. So what I will do... See, a lot of these lines are actually on the side view, so that's something I'll have to do off camera, I think. A million Star Wars battle fan made by me in Minecraft with your AT-AT, LA-AT, my fan ships. Thanks. Yeah, no worries. Glad to know they come in use. I'm not going to do any more building because I'm getting a bit fed up with it. Because I'm just going to have to change like the majority of what I did. So let's just have another look at the 5-to-1 stuff again. V-Wing, this is the LAAT, this is where the V19 turret's going to be. This is going to be the 1-to-1 Nebulon B. Here's the 1-to-1 Arquitans and the Republic model, which isn't finished yet. But yeah, from me, I mean that's pretty much it. I do want to carry on with the Ghost tonight, but I just need a break from the talking, I think, because we have been doing this for over an hour now. But yeah. So, if you've got any more questions, go ahead. I'm not going to be playing the game anymore. I'm just going to kind of let's go in F5 mode. Any questions, go ahead. I'm going to take a sip of tea. And yeah, 2 minutes to go. 1 minute now, so you better get in there quick. I put way too much sugar in that. Oh my god. Whew. That's full of energy. How's your day been? Yeah, good. Good, thank you. Ewing 1-to-1 scale. Yeah, sure, at some point soon. Yeah. I have a question. If clone is a clone, who's a clone from, or is he the original? I don't know. I don't know what he is. I guess he can answer that question better than I can. With the implication that his name is 543, you would assume that he's the 543rd clone of whoever he was cloned from. So I assume he's going to answer. How big of a tutorial will you go? If so, what build? Probably at this current point in time, the biggest thing I would even consider doing is maybe the Tanta V4. But that would like be the tutorial of all time. It'd be pretty crazy. But yeah, with that, I think that's all the questions for tonight. I will try and do another stream sometime soon. Thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna have a lie down because this has worn me out. A lot of thinking, a lot of speaking. So again, thank you for tuning in, and have a great night. And yeah, Clones just answered the question for you. Bye bye.